Hey everybody, John Vega here. I gotta warn you, this is gonna be a rant. I usually don't rant, but they say ranting is good for the soul. Alright, here's the situation, okay? I got here pretty sure about 6:15, somewhere around there. Okay, to begin with, let me start this with, today is well, actually yesterday was May 30th. No, May 31st. Anyway, yesterday was Wednesday. How do I even start this? I'm so screwed up with my... Okay, today is Wednesday, June 1st. Okay, because it's 12:39 a.m. right now. 12:39 a.m. June 1st. Today is my wife's birthday. Happy birthday, Mama. Not too long ago was Memorial Day, so obviously all the truck drivers that went home or stayed in the truck stop for a couple days are all bottlenecked, and you know, things are what, busy, because you know, everybody's trying to deliver all at the same time. Now those are the facts. Those are undeniably, I can't deny it. Those are the truth, right? So I arrived today, or yesterday. Today's already Thursday. Wait. Today's Wednesday. So yeah, yesterday was Tuesday. Yeah, yesterday was Tuesday. Right now, currently, is Wednesday. Okay? So Monday was the Memorial Day. And so anyway, my appointment at Roundy's was at 8 o'clock. I got there, I don't know, let's just be safe and, you know, say that it was about 6:30 that I had checked in. Boom, got a door right away. Usually when you arrive early at Roundy's, they'll take your phone number, they make you sit in your truck, and they will call you for a door. That's their procedure. Done it many times. This is probably my 4th year coming over here, so I know this place very well. But today they got me a door right away. Boom. Not more than 45 minutes later, they started unloading me. I was empty at 8 or 8:30 p.m. It was the quickest, fastest, smoothest unloading in the 4 years that I've ever been in this place. It took about another 30 minutes to get a green light, but you know, that's that. I kind of occupied myself by doing some editing on videos and learning how to operate cameras and all that stuff, so it wasn't too bad. Finally got a green light. And then the lumper service called, and it says, hey, your bills are ready. I couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. So I'm all excited. I called the boss, asked him for some lumper service fees. I go to the lumper service. Sure enough, the bills were there. Paid the lumper service. Go to the receiving office because the lumper service is separate. They're not, although they're in the same window, big wide windows, their operations is completely different. They do the unloading fees, receiver and shipping goes over there. So I pay my lumper service. I go to the next window, hand him my receipt and my, I didn't get my bills. I got the receiving paperwork. The breakdowns is what the lumper service actually will give you. Your actual lumper receipt stays at the receiving. When the lumper calls you, you pay your lumper fee. They give you a lumper receipt and your breakdown sheet. Once you pay that, you go to the window and hand them your bills. And in a perfect world, they will dig up your original bill of lading, give it to you, and you're gone, right? That's the procedure. But of course, it rarely happens that way. Today was the prime example. I go to the receiving window. I hand him my bills. He says, "No, they're still checking on your load." I said, "Oh." And the worst thing is, in most cases, most drivers are in their trucks sleeping while they're waiting to get unloaded. The lumper service will call and say, "Hey, your bills are ready." And you go to the lumper service and your bills are not ready. So they just woke you up or nothing. But let's just stick to this day's event. So again, the receiver goes, "Your bills are not ready. We'll call you as soon as your bills are ready." I was a little disappointed, but I wasn't shocked, It's the normal thing. So I go back in the truck, do some more monkeying around in my truck. I wait for another hour and a half. I finally getting worried. Now this is another part that you need to understand. Sometimes they won't call you. Sometimes they say they call you, but they actually don't. You get lost in the shuffle. I can't tell you the number of times that my bills was ready hours and hours ago. They never called. You know how frustrating it is to wait for your bills that's already been ready 2-3 hours ago? Oh, the injustice of it all. You feel like a horse's patoot. You're waiting there for nothing. And of course, if you tell them that, say, "Yeah, we called you," I said, "I didn't get the phone call." This was way before the security guard was put in place. That place is the most volatile workplace I know of in the whole America. It's just crazy. A lady says, "Yeah, everybody says that." I said, "Ma'am, I can show you my call log. There's no call log here. There's no missed call." But anyway, I digress. So, an hour and a half later, I go back to the window and I say, "Sir, kindly check on my load. I've been empty since an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. Guy was gracious enough to look at the computer and said, "Oh, they're still checking on you. It's gonna be a while." I said, "Okay." I go back to the truck, do some more wasting time events. I wait for another 2 hours, an hour and a half. I go back, nothing. Same answer. They're still checking your load. By this time, it's been 4 hours since I had a green light. And then same answer. They're still checking your load. And I'm thinking in my mind, is it really possible that my load would still be sitting in the dock area unchecked by the receivers? One thing you guys have to understand, when you deliver to a food warehouse, a grocery warehouse like Roundy's, you back in, the lumpers unload your truck, they break it down to the right configuration, right count, right product, right height, right tie, and then once they're done with that, they leave your product in the bay, in the dock area. They're done with that. They're done with their job. They go on to the next one. Your product will sit at that dock floor until the receivers can come in and bring their laser gun with them and check every pallet for counts, products, barcodes, all that, product numbers. And then each time they check the pallets, once your pallets have all been checked in, then the forklift operator comes in, grabs your product, brings it to the freezer or the refrigerator bay. It's a big warehouse. I mean, it's almost as big as a stadium sometimes. And if your product is frozen or refrigerated, they scoop it off the floor, they bring it to the warehouse, put it into the shelves, and that's it. So anyway, I go back to the truck again, right? After the third time that I asked, is my bills already? Nope. And so this time my heart sinks. I mean, come on. What possible reason? All this time that I've been trying to compose myself, and I'm thinking, why can't they do this like Costco does? Costco, you go in, you check into the gate. Either they make you sit in a staging area or they make you deliver back into the dock door. You never even had to get out. The only time you get out at Costco is to open your doors to back in. That's it. There's no receiving office, nobody to talk to, nothing. It's smooth as silk. I've been saying this for years. Costco, they're $1 short of being perfect You know why Costco is not a perfect place to deliver? Because you have to open your door. That's it. The good thing about Roundy's is you back in with the trailer door closed. That's the only good thing going for these guys. Of course, their warehouse is only 5 years old, so they've got the modern dock bay doors. But at Costco, yeah, you still have to break your seal, back it in with your door open. You wait in your truck. That's it. That's all the hardest work you have to do, is open your trailer doors and back it. You don't go into the warehouse. You don't hire a lumper. Nothing. Why can't everybody in the whole entire United States of America copy that model? I don't know. About a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe less than 2 years. Remember when I said this place used to be the most volatile workplace, toxic place ever worked? They had an incident where a lumper service or a receiving, it's not the drivers, it's not the outside carriers, people that go in. Apparently they had some kind of a scuffle fight. One got stabbed. I don't know if that guy died or not, but ever since they had that stabbing, they've had probably 3 or 4 security guards with the metal detector screening people that goes in, no matter who you are, driver, lumper, personnel. They check you for weapons. And by the way, I don't know how many times, maybe 2 incidents that I've been to that place, that cops are always called. I wish there was a way that I could find out how many times the police have been called to either drag a driver out of there or the employees. I don't know all the circumstances, but I would imagine that 911 calls are not a rare event at Roundy's. I truly believe that they are the most volatile, worst place to deliver in the country. It really is. The only place I know of that check you for weapons. There was a time where you deliver to that place, and if you so much as asked a question or say something that is not agreeable to them, oh, the lumper service people would yell at you, and then people would start yelling at each other, and like, oh. If you so even ask the wrong question or not agree with them, eesh. That was a big no-no. So yeah, I don't know. In reality, how much can a truck driver really expect? You know, when is too much? You know, I have never been a violent person. I don't ever see myself as committing acts of violence. In fact, I must confess, I used to, I don't know, look down on people that do violent stuff. I thought that was a big sore loser attitude for people that do violent, acts. But I tell you, I'm beginning to see how people could be driven into madness in some of these places, especially this one. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that at all. But I think in my old age, I can see how people could be driven to madness. There's got to be some kind of a police record, public record, that a guy could go and get the compiled police reports. Yeah, the thing is, if they just fix the system, they won't have to hire security guards. I'm sure it's costing them, $100,000 or more to keep 3 or 4 security guards there all the time. And I'm sure unloading for 4 or 5 hours is not doing their business, any good. I don't know what it takes to do a warehouse, so maybe I am oversimplifying things. But if other warehouses could do it, again, I realize they have different systems, they have different customers. I don't know whatever the breakdown is, but let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5 hours to unload a truck is, to me, unacceptable. That's my personal opinion. So, and I could just hear somebody says, why do you keep coming back? Because that's where the freight goes. I wish I was financially able to refuse the loads. That's what it all really boils down to. The finances drives you to do something you don't want, I told you it was a rat. Anyway, the current temperature is 76 degrees. The odometer reading is at 584,804. Again, that's 584,804. And I am on my way home. And I'm going to be staying home until Friday. So that works out pretty good. Let me know your comments. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe I'm just being a crybaby. I don't know. One of the reasons I am sharing this video is maybe you guys can point out something that can make me see the light of day, possibly switch gears and say, hey, just don't worry about it. What would you have done if you were in my shoes? You know, it didn't occur to me that I could just leave the bills there and just go home. Boy, I couldn't do that to the boss, you know. Yeah. Welcome to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, home of the Milwaukee Bucks. Let me ask you, other truck drivers out there, do you know of a place like Roundy's that's maybe even worse? I used to know a place. It was Super Value up in Green Bay. Oh man, that was a horrible place. Even Long Haul Larry can testify on that. Same thing, they receive at night. We'll catch you guys later. Thank you for listening. Apologize for ranting. God willing, we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.